The following is a production of the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network. It's time for Ottumwa basketball on your news and information leader, 1240 AM and 102.7 FM KBIZ. Let's get you to the court with the voice of your Bulldogs, Jason Van Arkel.
Ottumwa High basketball is on the air. Good evening, everybody. From Evans Middle School, the home of the Bulldogs. For the first time in 2022, we're finally broadcasting a home game. Jason Van Arkel reporting tonight. Andy Argo, the on-site video producer. Caleb Dalby, our radio producer tonight, back at the KBIZ studios. It's a CIMO Metro Conference doubleheader as your Ottumwa Bulldogs face the Hoover Huskies for the second time this season. In our girls' game, Ottumwa comes in with a record of 5-8. The Bulldogs have won 3 in a row. They're 3-2 in Metro Conference play. Hoover is at the bottom of the Metro, 0-5 in conference, 0-13 overall. Bulldogs coming off a 49-40 win at Marshalltown on Tuesday, and maybe it was the rust after a week off, or maybe it was the effects of playing a 5th straight road game, but Ottumwa really struggled to put away that one-win Marshalltown team on Tuesday. Camden Krause saved the day, recording a personal 7-0 run at the end of the third quarter to finally give OHS some breathing room on her way to a career-high 16 points. Krause is developing into a threat from behind the arc. Teams hope to shoot around 33% from three-point range, and Camden has her season average up to 32%, and she has by far the most attempts and made three-pointers among the Bulldogs. She's also becoming a threat to penetrate and get to the free throw line, with her 41 free throw attempts ranking second on the team, just one behind Addison Ransom. Krause did not shoot well during the trip to Hoover in December, but she is a much improved player from 1 year ago. As for Des Moines Hoover, a tough season for them and their head coach, Francis Curtis Nagussi. Hoover's only 2 wins last season came against Des Moines East, so when the Huskies started January with a 2-point loss to the Scarlets, that left them staring at the real possibility of a winless season. Hoover has lost 18 in a row dating back to last year, and outside of that East game, the closest margin this season is that 27-point loss that Ottumwa handed them in December. Hoover's not completely devoid of talent. Tasia Young averages 8.5 points a game, Serenity Nelson 7.5, and Nelson had 22 in the first meeting with Ottumwa, but Hoover gets virtually nothing from their post players on either end of the floor. Addison Ransom's 2 biggest scoring games in her career have both come against Hoover, once last year, once this year, and the Bulldogs expect to feast inside against Hoover tonight as well. Now we'll see what adjustments Hoover has tried to make, because they know very well by now that Ottumwa's dominated them inside the last 2 times these 2 schools have played each other, but Ottumwa, certainly the game plan starts by getting it inside to Ransom, to Nellie Morgan, to Hunter Caldwell, the post players inside, and just trying to get a bunch of easy buckets against a Hoover defense that has really struggled. We still have plenty to come in our pregame show, but I do want to take a moment here for some sad news. Beverly Hamilton was a long-time supporter of Ottumwa High athletics for many years. She was a ticket taker at Ottumwa High games, and that meant her smiling face was the first face that I saw when I arrived at games that I was broadcasting. And she always made me feel very welcome, very at home. And I remember when I first came to Ottumwa 10 years ago, and I didn't, I was a stranger, I was a new guy, and she was one of those smiling faces and people that made me feel welcome. And Beverly passed away on Wednesday. And whenever you say you're doing a memorial to somebody who's passed on, you say, we're going to miss you. Well, we're not going to miss Beverly. We already miss her. Her son, Craig, normally running the scoreboard. He's not here tonight for obvious reasons. Craig, we're thinking about you tonight, and we certainly miss your mom, and I certainly will miss her smiling face and again, her welcoming attitude. And a great supporter of Ottumwa High athletics for many, many years, and everybody in the community knows that we've suffered a loss. So, Beverly, thank you for everything, and we miss you. We'll take 3 minutes and come back on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Bulldogs hosting Des Moines Hoover tonight, our first home broadcast of 2022. First time around, the Bulldog girls met Hoover on December 17th up in the capital city, and Ottumwa won the game comfortably 59-32. It took OHS a little while to get rolling in that first meeting. Ottumwa only led 9-7 after the first quarter, but outscored Hoover 19-3 in the second to end any notion of a suspenseful game. Ottumwa did score the second fewest points Hoover has allowed this season, and they allowed them the second most points they've scored, but the Bulldogs did sit their regulars for the entire fourth quarter in that game up in Des Moines. Addison Ransom scored a career-high 21 points in only 3 quarters. Serenity Nelson had 22 for Hoover, as we mentioned in our first segment, but 15 of those came in the final quarter against the Bulldog reserves. Ottumwa has won 12 straight against Hoover, and if the Bulldogs make it 13 tonight, that'll extend their season winning streak to 4 games overall. When you look at the CIML Metro Conference coming into tonight, everybody's in action. Des Moines Roosevelt still leading the pack at 5-0. The Rough Riders are 11-2 overall. Des Moines North 1 game behind at 4-1. The Polar Bears 8-5. Ottumwa sitting in third place at 3-2, 5-8 overall. Des Moines Lincoln 2-3. They are 3-10 overall in the season. East in fifth place at 1-4, 1-12 overall. And Hoover 0-5, 0-13. As for the tail of the tape between Ottumwa and Des Moines Hoover, neither team scores it well, although Ottumwa's getting better. The Bulldogs are up to about 32.5 points per game. Hoover's only at 22.5. Rebounding, Ottumwa a lot better than Hoover, 29 a game. Hoover's at right about 20 rebounds per game. So when you're 9 rebounds a game better than an opponent, you out-rebound them by a bunch. Assists per game, that's also a wide margin. Ottumwa just over 8 assists per game. Hoover only 3.5. Turnovers per game, still high for Ottumwa. They're still right at 27 per game. That number's been popping up in the turnover stat sheet all year. Hoover a few less, actually, at about, or a little over 24.5. Shooting percentage, Ottumwa's got that over 30%, 31.3. Hoover only shoots about 18%. The Bulldogs are 23% from three-point range, Hoover 17.5%. Neither team's been good on free throws. Ottumwa 45.7%, Hoover only 44.1% from the free throw line. Again, Ottumwa's been getting better. It hasn't been completely linear. It's kind of come in starts and stops. And if you go back to the Marshalltown game 3 nights ago, the Bulldogs, as I bring it up here, I've got it right here in the stat book, Ottumwa was only 3 of 9 from the free throw line in the first half on Tuesday, but then they were 9 of 14 in the second half, so they ended up at about 50% overall, and that improved the overall season percentage a little bit. Bulldogs, again, they want to feed the ball inside tonight, and that could mean a lot of trips to the free throw line. In fact, let me flip back a little farther here in my scorebook to that first meeting with the Huskies. Ottumwa was 12 of 26 from the free throw line, so they got to the line a lot against Hoover the first time around, and they'd like to do so again tonight. Hopefully they can convert a better percentage, and if they do that, they should win comfortably anyway. You look at the first result, you look at the rosters, the talent level of the two teams. Ottumwa should be comfortable again in this game as they were the first time around, but you never take anything for granted, and certainly you want to see more of those free throws dropping because there's going to be games down the stretch, and then when you start thinking about who might Ottumwa play in the regionals, I think it's I shouldn't say very likely, but I think there's a decent chance that Ottumwa gets what would amount to a 4 seed in the regionals, and that's usually a home game against a 5 seed. So you get a potentially winnable playoff game. But in a playoff game, especially if it's someone who's got a similar resume as Ottumwa, those free throws are going to be important. So Ottumwa's got to keep working on that. Just keep getting better. Keep at it. Keep getting those shots up in the gym in practice. And they've been getting better over the course of the season. You'd like to see that improvement show up here tonight in an actual game situation where Ottumwa's likely to shoot a lot of free throws because they're likely to draw a lot of fouls. All right, we'll take another 3-minute timeout and continue with our pregame show. Bulldogs and Des Moines Hoover on a Friday night in the city of Bridges. It's no longer below 0 outside. That's a good thing, and it's warming up here at Evans Middle School. We're back in 3 minutes on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more than a vehicle to you. Whether you use it for work or play, a Line X spray-applied bedliner is ready for the long haul. Line X provides unmatched protection with a nationwide lifetime warranty. Want more for your truck? Line X carries accessories from WeatherTech, Bach Industry, Truxedo, Truck Gear, Lux, and Luverne Truck Accessories. The right parts and accessories to make your truck your truck. Everything is possible at Line X of Ottumwa.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Hi everyone, this is Karina Drummond with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. We are a full-service salon offering hair, nail, brow, lash, facial, and waxing services. We also handle weddings, proms, and other large events with multiple person makeover sessions, so contact us early to get booked for your next event. We thank all of our loyal customers for your patronage and invite all newcomers to join our salon family. And remember, looking good doesn't happen by chance, it happens by appointment with Reflection Studio in Ottumwa. Like Reflection Studio on Facebook and visit reflectionstudio.com. That's Reflections with a Z.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. Bulldogs hosting Des Moines Hoover as we get ready for the start of our girls' game tonight. Annie and Caleb, my producers tonight, they pulled a fast one on us, guys. We normally start our broadcast right at the top of the hour with a 6:15 tip, do a 15-minute pregame. They started the warm-up clock a little bit early tonight, and so we went on the air a little bit early, thinking we'd tip a little bit early, but I do believe they've added some time to that warm-up clock because it is 6:12 and there's still 3 minutes and change on the warm-up clock. So they started the clock, we went on the air, and then they added time, but that's okay. Anybody who knows me knows you have a hard time shutting me up, so I'll just keep talking. No, we'll talk about something that actually relates to basketball. Again, looking at Ottumwa, coming in here with the 3-game win streak. It started on January 10th with the win on the road at Burlington, 44-20. Then they followed it up with the 54-33 win at Des Moines East. The Roosevelt game postponed last Friday, so on Tuesday went to Marshalltown, won 49-40. And now finally playing at home. The last time Bulldogs played a home game was exactly 1 month ago. Annie pointed that out on our way in. She was right. December 21st, Bulldog girls lost to Urbandale 49-16. The game was a lot closer than that until it kind of got out of hand in the fourth quarter. Low-scoring game most of the way. Well, someone needs to take advantage of tonight and of the game on Monday night when they play a Washington team that I believe only has one win, because the schedule starting next Tuesday gets a lot tougher. Waukee comes to Evans Middle School, one of the rare times Waukee comes here instead of us having to go to Waukee. That's next Tuesday. Next Friday, we're hosting Des Moines North. The following Monday after that is the rematch with Des Moines Roosevelt, who at last check was number 6 in the state in Class 5A. Then we begin the month of February. February 1st, a trip to Dowling, which is always a tough gym to play in. And then finally back here for the rematch with Des Moines Lincoln on February 4th. That'll be senior night for the girls. And then the girls will wrap up the regular season with a trip to Mount Pleasant for the rematch, and then a trip to Roosevelt for that rematch. So you end the season with 3 rematches, all games that were losses the first time around. Although I do think that Lincoln game's going to be different. Ottumwa just had an awful start the first time they faced Des Moines Lincoln. They got down 18-0 and then basically played even with them the rest of the way. A better start in the rematch, and we might have a different story. But yeah, that's looking ahead to senior night. Several games to play before then. Let's get you now the starting lineups tonight. First for the visiting Hoover Huskies. And a couple numbers there are a little bit surprising to me as I mark off these starters. They do start the 5'2" senior Serenity Nelson, who had the big game against Ottumwa the first time around, 22 in that game, averaging 7.5 points, 3.8 rebounds per game. Joined in the backcourt by 5'2" junior Andrea Nagorin. Nagorin yet to score this year, averaging about a rebound a game. The third starter is a sophomore who hasn't seen much action, just 2 previous games, Jessica Kine. In fact, she's so new to their roster, called up from their JV team, that they don't even have her height listed on the roster. And then up front, they have 5'8" sophomore Victoria Ugwanyai, getting her first start of the season, it would appear, although we are missing one game's worth of stats from Hoover. And then the 6' freshman Eleanor Eckwall, who has yet to start a game, at least unless she started their last game, and she has yet to score either. But those are the 5 numbers listed for the Hoover starters on the scoreboard tonight. As for your Ottumwa Bulldogs, this lineup's a little bit different tonight, but as you would expect, 5'4" freshman Camden Krause will get the start. She started every game, 7.1 points, 4.2 rebounds. Joined in the backcourt by 5'7" freshman Maya Fuller, 3.2 points, 1.4 rebounds. The third guard is 5'7" freshman Briley Yeager. This will be her first career start. Yeager averaging 2.5 points and about 3 rebounds per game. And then up front, 5'10" senior Addison Ransom, leading scorer, 7.8 points, 3.5 rebounds. And 5'9" freshman Nellie Morgan, 4.2 points and 4.8 rebounds per game. And Ottumwa coming off the win over Marshalltown on Tuesday, 49-40. Hoover fell on the road at Ankeny Centennial on Tuesday, 75-17. Players being introduced. The starters being introduced, I should say, down on the court. Hoover has green road jerseys, yellow trim. Yellow trim on one arm, white trim on the other arm. Yellow lettering Hoover across the front, yellow numbers front and back. Yellow, green, and white shorts for the Huskies. Bulldogs in the home whites, red trim on the collar, red lettering Bulldogs across the front, red numbers front and back. And red and silver striping down the sides of the jerseys and the shorts. Dog Pound's starting to fill in tonight. Most of the Bulldog boys basketball team will be watching from the Dog Pound in the first half, supporting the girls. And we're just about ready for the national anthem. I see down below me the Ottumwa High JROTC color guard. They will present the colors. The Ottumwa High Pep Band will play the national anthem. The colors will be retired, and then we'll be ready for basketball. So we will take a 2-minute timeout and come back with our opening tip. Bulldog basketball comes your way next on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We all have a picture of the life we want to live, a desire to connect the work we do with a purpose. There is a way to get there, but the price of admission is money and the drive to succeed. Success takes skill. Skill takes training. Training takes work. If you're ready to live, learn, train, and connect, Job Corps is ready for you. Careers begin here.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Wondering what to have for lunch or supper? Stop in and see Mike and his team at Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse. Whether you want amazing Greek food, pasta, salads, sandwiches, fish, chicken, steak, or the best pizza in town, they have what you want. They are always open for carryout, and their full menu is available at mikespizzasteakhouse.com. Thank you, Southern Iowa, for making Mike's Pizza and Steakhouse your favorite restaurant and your favorite pizza place. Proud to support the Ottumwa Bulldogs.
Hello, this is Lisa Bittner, Clinic Manager with Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine. We specialize in pediatrics to geriatrics, internal medicine, and family practice, basically from babies to grandparents. We are here for you. We want to be your primary care provider. Call us at 641-683-0800 to schedule an appointment. Mercy One Ottumwa Family and Internal Medicine Clinic, 522 North Hancock Street in Ottumwa. Your best life, our one purpose. Visit mercyone.org.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball, 12:40 a.m., 102.7 FM KBIZ, the live video stream on the Ottumwa Radio Group Facebook page. Good evening, everybody. Jason Van Arkel with you from Evans Middle School, the home of the Bulldogs. Annie Argo, the on-site video producer. Caleb Dalby, our radio producer tonight. Back at the KBIZ studios, Ottumwa and Des Moines Hoover meeting for the second time this season. Bulldogs won the first matchup in the girls, 59-32. Camden Kraus, Maya Fuller, Briley Yeager, Addison Ransom, Nellie Morgan, 5 on the floor to start for Ottumwa. 4 freshmen in the starting lineup For Hoover, Serenity Nelson, Andrea Ngoran, Jessica Kine, Eleanor Ekwall, Victoria Ugwanyai. Ransom will jump it up for Ottumwa. Ekwall, the 6-foot freshman, will jump it up for Hoover. Whistle blows. Ball in the air. Tip controlled by the Bulldogs, who'll move it right to left as we look at it in the opening half. Camden Kraus through the midcourt circle. Throws it left side for Briley Yeager. Back to Kraus. Around a pick to the right side against the Hoover zone. Bounce to the corner. Maya Fuller for 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound on the floor and pulled away by Serenity Nelson. Long pass into the front court. Gathered, but a travel is committed by Andrea Ngoran as she had trouble catching that lead pass from Nelson. Hoover will set up pressure. Ottumwa will inbound from the far side. Fuller to trigger, gets it into Ransom. Double team, dribbles across the timeline. Gets down to the baseline, cut off, kick it out to Kraus, up top to Fuller, left side Yeager. Drives into the lane, cut off. Knocked out of her hands, but got it to Kraus up top. Camden backs away from the defender. Throws it left side for Yeager. Riley into the high post for Ransom, out to the baseline. Morgan's jumper good. Nellie Morgan, the first bucket of the game, 2-0 OHS. Now Ottumwa presses. Inbound to Nelson, shadowed by Fuller, racing into the front court on the left side. Now dribbles it back to the volleyball line between the circles. Bulldogs in man-to-man as always. Token screen as Nelson goes to the right side. Around another screen, down to the baseline, and a bump foul will be called on Maya Fuller, who got there a half step late. First foul of the game against Ottumwa. And it will be Nelson to trigger the inbound from the baseline. 6:49 first quarter, 2-0 OHS. Nelson looking, throws it right side where it's caught by Ugwanyai. Now the ball loose and stolen away by Fuller. Doesn't have numbers. Now gets it underneath to Yeager, whose shot off the glass is no good. Rebound, volleyball around the lane, rolls out of the lane, picked up by Nelson, and Kraus tried to get in there and committed a foul. Went for the steal, but it's not a bad foul because if Nelson gets around Kraus at that point, there's nobody else to stop her. Coach Vandenberg saying my player took the ball away, but I think the foul call was correct that time. And Hoover tried to get it inbounds. Nelson had it bounce off her leg, tried to save it. It bounced off Fuller and went out of bounds, so Hoover will inbound again. Bulldogs pressuring, leading 2-0. Not quite a minute and a half gone. And Gorin tried to get it in. And the inbounds pass knocked away by Nellie Morgan, where she is fouled as she dove on the floor to pick up the loose ball. First foul on Hoover. And that's on Victoria Ugwanyai. Inbound to the corner for Morgan. To the wing, Fuller. Skip it right wing, Kraus. Towards the corner, Yeager. Lob into the block for Ransom. Turn around against a double team. Had it stripped, got it back. And then a reach in will tie it up from behind, and the arrow will favor the Huskies. Substitution for Hoover. Elena Jarrett, the 5'4" sophomore, checks in. Jarrett had started 11 of their first 12 games, coming off the bench here. Jarrett replaces Jessica Kine. Hoover inbounding from the baseline. Bulldogs press. Inbound to Nelson, nearly stolen by Fuller. Nelson across the timeline. Throws it left side for Jarrett. Up top in Gorin, tough catch, guarded by Kraus. Gorin goes right, then back left. And her bounce pass knocked into the backcourt by Fuller. Nelson rescues it. Ottumwa doing a good job getting in the passing lanes early. Nelson able to retrieve in the backcourt after Fuller knocked it there. Kicks it left side to Jarrett. Lob into the high post. Ransom knocks it away. Who will win the race to the ball? Addison rolls it into the front court. She'll pick it up on the baseline. Bounces it underneath to Nellie Morgan, and as she goes up, she's fouled. Morgan will shoot two. Bulldogs hustling into better position in the lane, and it'll get them a trip to the free throw line. Eleanor Ekwall gets her first, team foul number 2. Nellie Morgan at the line, 51% on the season. First one is good. Bulldog free throws brought to you by Allstate Insurance and David Wildrunner, your local Allstate insurance agent, offering financial services and insurance for auto, life, home, and more. 5:42 first quarter. Ottumwa up 3-0. One more free throw for the freshman Morgan. Got them both. Well, she's been so much better over the last 6 or 7 games. 4-0 Ottumwa. Inbound to Nelson, guarded by Fuller. Crosses over. Boy, that was almost an illegal screen. Nelson attacking the lane, lost control. It's tied up on the floor as Ransom goes down to get an arm on it, and the arrow will favor the Bulldogs this time. Our first quarter brought to you by Canteen Lunch in the Alley, serving the best loose meat sandwiches and homemade pies in Ottumwa. Inbound to Yeager. Dribbles up the left side, and that'll be a reach-in foul on Elena Jarrett. Team foul number 3. We said in the pregame show Ottumwa expects to draw fouls tonight, and they've already drawn 3 in the first 2.5 minutes. Long inbounds to Morgan, bounces it ahead in the lane to Ransom, layup counted in the foul. Addison Ransom with a chance for a 3-point play as the Bulldogs execute the press break beautifully. That'll be the second foul on Eleanor Eckwall. Team foul number 4, substitution for the Huskies. Alexia Jarrett, the 5'9" junior, checks in, replacing Eckwall. Ransom at the line, 45% on the season. And her attempt at the 3-point play, back iron, no good. Rebound to Alexia Jarrett. Gets it up ahead to Elena Jarrett. Jarrett finds Nelson. And now the Huskies into the front court. Serenity Nelson up high on the right side. Lob into the high post, tough catch by Jarrett, but ripped out of her hands by Yeager. Briley one-on-one with Nelson, down the right side of the lane, jump stop, high off the glass, got the roll. Briley Yeager does it all on that play. And Ottumwa's up 7-0. Pardon me, should be 8-0, shouldn't it? Should be 8-0. In the backcourt, Nelson with it. Top of the key. Knocked away at the elbow by Yeager, and Kraus has this loose ball. Camden, long pass up ahead to Ransom behind the defense. Missed the layup. Rebound batted out, controlled by the Huskies. Up ahead to Nelson. Now they might have a 2-on-1 the other way, but look at Fuller racing in to slow her down. Wild shot, no good, and the rebound to Maya Fuller. Boy, Nelson probably thought she had an open lane to the basket. Then Fuller came flying in to slow her down, forced her into an awkward shot. Ball goes up top to Yeager. Down to the side of the lane to Ransom. Attack splits. Defenders layup good. Addison Ransom has 4 points. It says 9-0. It should be 10-0. Ransom has made 2 buckets. She's missed a free throw. Nelson right side. Pulls up for a 3 and hit it. And the Huskies are on the board at the 4:03 mark of the first quarter. 3 for Serenity Nelson, who's a 28% three-point shooter, so not bad. It's 10-3 Bulldogs. Ransom tries to answer, no good. Rebound tapped out of bounds by the Huskies. It'll stay with Ottumwa. 3:51 to go first quarter. 2 subs coming for the Bulldogs. Kennedy Hugan and Hunter Caldwell check in.
Jordan Royster checks in.
Jordan Royster, a 5'7" freshman, is in for Hoover. Scoreboard says 9-3. It should be 10-3. Inbound right into the lane to Ransom. Turnaround, no good. And the rebound to Elena Jarrett. Racing into the front court. Hugan slows her down at the wing. Up top to Nelson. Tries another 3. Off the rim and off the backboard and then in. Serenity Nelson's hit back-to-back threes, and all of a sudden Ottumwa's lead is cut. Again, it is 10-6, but the scoreboard says 9 for some reason. Down underneath, the ball goes to Ransom. Trying to find her way in. Off the glass and good. Got around Alexia Jarrett. Ransom's got 3 buckets. 12-6 the score. Scoreboard only says 11-3. They've got to get caught up here. On the right side is Nelson around a strong pick from Engoran. Drives into the lane. Got tied up, though, by Yeager. Arrow will keep it with Hoover. 3:09 to go in the quarter. Nelson will inbound for the Huskies. Throws it right side for Engoran. Andrea Engoran, N''Gorin. Up top to Nelson. Tries a 3. This one comes up short and goes out of bounds. And now the scoreboard is correct, 12-6. 3:01 to go here in the opening quarter. Across the timeline is Camden Kraus against the Hoover 2-3 zone. Right side to Kennedy Hugan. Hugan dribbles down to the baseline, lobs it to the elbow for Ransom. Addison drives in, cut off, but feeds Caldwell on the baseline. Kick it out to Kraus for three. Count it! Camden Kraus with a three-pointer, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Dogs lead 15-6. Baseball pass ahead of the press, caught by Elena Jarrett, but stripped by Yeager and picked up by Ransom. Bulldogs get another steal. Kraus racing back into the front court. Over to the right side. Down to the baseline. Kick it out. Yeager a shot fake. To the elbow, knocked away from Caldwell. That's a steal for Ngoran. She's back the other way. Hunter trying to catch up. Slowed her down. Bulldogs want to travel, didn't get it, and now Ngoran fell down and got called for a double dribble. Great hustle by Hunter Caldwell to get back to a spot where she kept Ngoran from getting the easy shot. Two subs for Ottumwa here. Chloe Bradley is in, as is Veda Monahan. Monahan, the 5'8" sophomore. Bradley, the 5'7" senior. And the Huskies will bring in Takira Smith for the first time, the 5'2" sophomore.
Takira Smith checks in for the Huskies.
So Kraus across the timeline. Bulldogs up 15-6. Pulls up top of the key, left side to Hugan, down to the baseline, Bradley. Chloe back to Hugan, down in the lane for Caldwell. Skip it right wing for Kraus. Shot fake, baseline drive, jump pass, and a deflection, but a foul on Hoover. That'll be on the floor. That was not a shot attempt. That, I believe, will be the first one on Serenity Nelson.
Foul on Serenity Nelson.
So Nelson with her first team foul, number 5. Cammie Pauls will check in for Ottumwa, the 5'7" freshman, only her third appearance this season. She was one of the Bulldogs a couple weeks ago that was out with illness. Hugan down on the block to Bradley, puts it on the deck, goes up, draws the foul. That'll be on Alexia Jarrett, her first team foul, number 6, and Chloe Bradley going to the line to shoot 2. Jarrett didn't start tonight. She did start the game at Hoover, and she fouled out in the third quarter. Bradley hits the first, and that's a good sign for Chloe. She had started the year 1 for 13 from the free throw line, but knocks her first one down here. 16-6, minute 59 to go here in the first quarter. Second free throw, got the roll. Chloe 2 for 2. 17-6, Bulldog free throws again, brought to you by Allstate Insurance and David Wildbrunner, your local Allstate Insurance agent. On the right side is Smith, out to the wing for Royster. Dribbles free throw line, kick it left wing. Elena Jarrett's 3 is off the glass, no good, and a rebound on the floor to Caldwell. Pauls will run the point now. The freshman into the front court. Throw it left corner for Hugan. Kennedy, the senior, out to the wing, lob to the high post, Monahan. Monahan down to the baseline. Pauls, her jumper partially blocked off the side of the backboard. And, pardon me, that's Caldwell, and she got it back. And then got it to Hugan, and Hugan fouled on the drive. Hunter Caldwell's shot was deflected, went off the side of the backboard. She got around the defender, got the ball back, avoided going out of bounds, and then got it to Hugan, who drew the foul on Smith. And it's team foul number 7, so with a minute 29 to go in the opening quarter, Ottumwa was shooting a 1-and-1. Hugan's first free throw, back iron, no. Caldwell the rebound underneath, missed the putback, and the rebound to Jarrett. Tough angle there. Long pass up ahead. Nelson gathers it in, but missed the layup. Hugan able to tip the rebound, and Paul's able to run it down. Now Paul's pressured by Nelson in the backcourt. Gets it across the timeline left side and has it deflected, got it back. Throw it right side for Monahan, rips it away from Jarrett. Tried to throw back to Pauls. Pauls wasn't looking. Nelson gets the loose ball, brings it down, layup over the backboard, out of bounds, and it goes back to Ottumwa. Again, that time Monahan hustling back to contest. Every time Hoover's thought they've had an easy basket, a Bulldog has hustled back to break it up. Still 17-6 OHS. Inbound knocked away from Hugan, out of bounds into the Ottumwa bench, last touch by the Bulldogs. Ottumwa getting a little sloppy with the passing right now, still leading 17-6, 55.3 seconds to go in the quarter. Jarrett will throw the inbounds pass. Everybody on the floor thought it was a Ottumwa ball, but the official signaled Hoover ball, and Coach Vandenberg didn't argue. And then a double dribble called on Hoover as they tried to drive, so the Bulldogs get it right back. Inbound to Hugan. Brings it left to right in the backcourt. Double team comes. Lobs it up to Pauls at midcourt. Across the timeline, right side, Monahan. Down to the block for Caldwell. Back out to Monahan. Dribbles down to the baseline, around to pick. Bounce it across to Bradley. Kick it out left wing. Hugan open for a 3. Off the rim, no. Rebound on the floor to Nelson. Bradley, though, reaches in to tie it up, and the arrow favors Ottumwa with 31.1 to go in the quarter. Bulldogs up 17-6. Ransom's got 6 points. Morgan's got 4. They're both on the bench right now. Pauls will throw the inbounds pass. Looking, throws it right wing for Monahan, who has a bounce off her foot. Nelson picks it up, racing into the front court. She's 1-on-3 and slows it up, kicks it back to Elena Jarrett. Both Jarrett's on the floor for Hoover. Jarrett a step back, goes left side back to Nelson. Nelson curls left to right to the baseline for Smith. Nelson hits the deck, and Monahan tripped over her. The shot by Smith, no good. The rebound fought for. Still players diving for it. We finally get a held ball. Arrow will favor Hoover with 6.9 seconds to go in the quarter. Serenity Nelson fell down after she passed to the corner. Then Monahan, not knowing she was behind her, stepped back and tripped over her. So you had a lot of bodies on the floor, and then the ball hit the floor in the rebound. Inbound to Alexia Jarrett, 5 seconds. I don't think she knows. Throws it to Smith, left side layup off the glass, no. Rebound to Caldwell, time expires, 17-6. We're back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
We know now more than ever how important high-speed fiber internet is to our customers, ranging from at-home work, at-home schooling, and all of your online gaming and streaming requests. We have you covered, but don't wait. Our springtime queue is filling up fast, and I want to help you get your name on that list. Call me, Samantha, your local Lisco sales rep at 641-209-5400. That's 209-5400, or visit our website at www.lisco.com.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Start of the second quarter brought to you by Canteen Lunch in the Alley, serving the best loose meat sandwiches and homemade pies in Ottumwa. Bulldogs have the ball. Bulldogs have the lead over Hoover, 17-6. Camden Kraus, right side Maya Fuller. Driving baseline, kick it across the left corner for Yeager. To the wing, Kraus. And a bump foul will be called on Takira Smith as Camden tried to drive, so Kraus will go to the line for a 1-and-1. It's the second on Smith, team foul number 8. Sub for Hoover. Andrea Ngoran checks back in, replacing Smith. Hoover apparently does not have Tasia Young tonight. Young had started each of the first 12 games, but has not appeared tonight. Kraus's free throw, no good. Rebound tipped out of bounds. Last touch by Hoover. Ottumwa's been 2 of 2 when they've had an automatic 2 free throws. They've missed the front end of a 1-and-1 twice. Kraus inbound to the corner for Ransom, to the wing Fuller. Up top to Yeager. Right side to Kraus. 3 on the way. Count it, and the foul! Camden Kraus will have a chance for a 4-point play. Kraus's second 3 brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. The foul on Elena Jarrett, her second, team foul number 9. Let's see if Kraus can convert. The free throw rattles home. That's a 4-point play for Camden Kraus, who has 7 points now to suddenly lead Ottumwa. 21-6, and now Yeager steals the inbounds pass, gets it out to Kraus on the wing, curls into the lane, kicks it right wing. Fuller open for a 3. Off the glass, no, but the rebound underneath. Morgan had her hands on it, and they'll call a held ball as Jarrett tied her up. The arrow favors Hoover. Substitution for the Huskies here. Victoria Ugwanyai back in. It'll be Jordan Royster to throw the inbounds pass. Her pass deflected by Fuller, but caught by Nelson. Just over a half minute gone, second quarter. Bulldogs up 21-6. Nelson drives the lane to the left hand, jump pass over the head of Ekwall and out of bounds as Hoover turns it over again. Hoover's only had 2 made buckets, 2 3-pointers, I should say, by Nelson. Ottumwa leading by 15. Fuller down underneath the Ransom, turnaround in the lane, high up the glass, couldn't get it to go. Morgan the rebound, the putback no, but Nelly's fouled, and she will shoot 2. Jordan Royster called for that foul, her first, team foul number 10. Morgan at the line, shooting 2, has 4 points so far tonight. First free throw here, a little too strong. Bulldog free throws again brought to you by Allstate Insurance and David Wildbrunner, your local Allstate Insurance agent. 7:08, second quarter, 21-6 Bulldogs. Second free throw. Morgan hits the second. 5 in the game for the freshman. 22-6. Inbound to Andrea Engoron racing into the front court left side. Shadowed by Kraus all the way down. Lost the dribble. Off her leg and out of bounds. It'll go back to OHS. Ottumwa's defense, even when Hoover thinks they've broken the press, the Bulldogs just not letting them breathe. Fuller gets it into Kraus. Camden races up the right side. That could have been a foul, but they don't call it. Now Kraus hits the deck after getting bumped, and they call it travel. That looks like a case of perhaps not wanting to call another foul on a Hoover team that's overmatched. It's not the worst thing in the world. Long inbounds to Nelson, who takes it all the way in the front court on the right side. Now back into the lane and got called for a travel. She kind of got stuck in no man's land, picked up her dribble, maybe thought she was going to shoot, and then realized there was a wall in front of her, so tried to change her mind and took an extra step before throwing the ball in the air. Yeager up ahead to Kraus. Camden into the front court, throws it left side. Morgan able to rescue it, got it to Yeager on the wing. Briley, skip it right side for Fuller. Up top, Kraus, 3 on the way. No good, and it landed out of bounds before Yeager could save it. Nice effort by Briley, leaping in the air, but the ball had hit the baseline first. 22-6 Ottumwa, 6:36 second quarter. Serenity Nelson through the midcourt circle for the Huskies. And through a pass that was intended, I'm not sure for which teammate, but it's stolen by Kraus. Her layup good on the other end. And a timeout Huskies, 24-6 Dogs. 6:22 second quarter, back in 30 on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball brought to you by Josh, Brenda, and the team at Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home. By Dr. Dwayne Petrito at Petrito Orthodontics in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa, where they want to give you a smile that lasts a lifetime. Call today for an appointment. And by Sonic Drive-In, featuring made-to-order American classics, signature menu items, and speedy service from friendly car hops. Cruise on over to Sonic on North 63 next to Walgreens for the ultimate Sonic experience. 6:22 to go second quarter. Ottumwa girls leading Des Moines Hoover 24-6. It'll be Husky basketball after they use their first timeout. Camden Kraus leading Ottumwa with 9. Addison Ransom has 6. Nellie Morgan with 5. The top 3 Bulldog scorers. Ottumwa will back off its pressure now. Serenity Nelson, the only scorer so far for Hoover. She has all 6 of their points, hit back-to-back 3-pointers in the first quarter. Pressure to midcourt by Maya Fuller, trying to drive left and ran right into Yeager, took it away. Up ahead to Kraus. Camden behind the defense, all the way down. Fouled on the layup attempt. Knocked to the deck, and she'll shoot 2. Jordan Royster gets her second foul. Ottumwa was already in the double bonus anyway. Kraus at the line 1 for 2. She's missed the front end of a 1-and-1, but has also converted a 4-point play. Her first free throw here, good. Kraus 51% from the line coming in, but a lot like Nellie Morgan has been getting better as the season has gone along. Bulldog free throws brought to you again by Allstate Insurance and David Wildbrunner, your local Allstate Insurance agent. Second free throw too strong, and the rebound pulled down by Hoover. A foul called on Kraus as she went for the rebound. That's her second. It's only the third team foul on Ottumwa. Kraus now with 10 points. Nelson goes left, gets it to Ngoran. A long three on the way is no good, and a good box out and rebound by Yeager underneath. Bulldogs want to run. Camden, long pass up ahead. Ransom, the nice catch. Got it up and over the defender, but no good. Rebound on the floor. Morgan was fighting for it. Tipped out of her hands by Hoover and out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. Elena Jarrett will check in for the Huskies, replacing...
Jarrett checks in for the Huskies.
Two Hoover players are coming off. They say Ugwanyai comes out and Ngoran stays in. Now Kraus gets it in, left corner to Ransom, to the wing Fuller. Back to the corner, Kraus got an open look at a three. Off the rim, no. Ransom the rebound. The putback staggering back, and she got it to go. Addison thought she was fouled, too. She gets the bucket. She's got 8. 27-6. Nearly a steal by Fuller. Nelson, a pull-up jumper off the rim, no. Rebound deflected over to Kraus, and she is fouled trying to get out of there. And Royster just picked up her third. Kraus going back to the line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hoover's been called for 12 fouls already. We said Ottumwa would shoot free throws tonight. That has certainly proven to be the case in the first half. Camden's first free throw rattles off, no good. Alexia Jarrett back in, replacing Royster, who sits with those 3 fouls. A lot of Bulldog free throws tonight, brought to you by Allstate Insurance and David Wildbrunner, your local Allstate Insurance agent. Second free throw for Kraus is good. She's got 11. 28-6 the score. Nelson throws it right corner for Alexia Jarrett. Baseball pass up top through the hands of Nelson. A race for it. Fuller and Nelson both bad at it. It's off of Fuller and out of bounds. Maya saying it wasn't me who hit it last, but it'll stay with the Huskies here. Bulldogs pressure the inbound to get it in to Elena Jarrett in the backcourt. Brings it across the timeline, guarded by Briley Yeager. Goes around to pick, and an illegal screen is the call against Andrea Ngoran. That'll be her first. Player control foul, no free throws here, but Ottumwa will inbound, leading 28-6. Bulldogs won the first meeting 59-32. This one is trending towards a much larger margin. Kraus left side to Yeager. Back up top to Kraus. Dribbles right, finds Fuller. Looks underneath, Ransom in a double team. Turn around, left hand off the glass and good. Addison Ransom into double figures with 10, 30-6. Still 4:46 to go until halftime. Elena Jarrett trying to drive on Yeager, cut off at the three-point line. Yeager trying to rip it away. She got it to a cutting Nelson into the corner. Alexia Jarrett steps into a three, off the rim, no good. Rebound to Ransom. Ransom to Kraus, who does a little shimmy shake to get free, goes into the left corner. Yeager for a three in transition, too strong. Rebound to Ransom, fouled on the putback, and Addison will shoot 2. Yeager with her hands on her hips. She rushed that shot just a little bit. That foul is on Eleanor Eckwall, and that is her third. Ransom is 0 for 1 from the line tonight. Her first one this time is off the rim, no good. Another free throw brought to you by Allstate Insurance and David Wildbrunner, your local Allstate Insurance agent. One more free throw for the senior. Puts it up and didn't get the roll. Rebound went through Yeager's hands, and then trying to get to it, she committed a foul. First one on Briley, team foul number 4. Eckwall checks out for Hoover, and Victoria Ugwanyai back in. Lena Jarrett across the timeline, not having Nelson run the point for a change. Takes it right side, Bulldogs double team to throw back to Nelson, forces up a quick three, and it's out of bounds back to Ottumwa. Hoover's feeling a little sped up right now. Nelson could have taken a moment to set herself and taken a better shot, but I think Ottumwa's ability to get to everybody for Hoover when they have the ball is making Hoover rush things a little bit on the offensive end. Kennedy Hugan back in for Ottumwa. Kraus has it up top, poked out of her hands and out of bounds on the far side. Nelson with the good hands for Hoover. It'll stay with Ottumwa. 3:58 to go second quarter. Yeager got it in to Kraus, who got away from Nelson, goes left side, bounces it to Hugan. Kennedy dribbles up top, lob it to the lane for Ransom, down the right side, had it stripped out of bounds. It'll stay with the Bulldogs. 3:48 to go until halftime. Kraus trying to get it in. Bounce it underneath to Ransom, off the glass, no, but she's fouled and Addison will shoot two. Addison doing a lot of work with the left hand tonight. That foul is on Ugwanyai, her second. Ransom 0 for 3 from the line tonight. Trying to find the range here. First one on the way, and good. 11 in the game now for Ransom. That ties Kraus for the team high. More free throws brought to you by Allstate Insurance and David Wildrunner, your local Allstate Insurance agent. Second free throw. Ransom doesn't get the roll, and the rebound to Alexia Jarrett. Long pass up ahead, too tall for Elena Jarrett. She runs down the loose ball, though, on the right wing. Throws it to Ugwanyai. One dribble. Skip it left side, Alexia Jarrett. Back to Ugwanyai, knocked away and stolen by Briley Yeager. Clean steal for the freshman. 3.5 to go until halftime, 31-6 Bulldogs. Kraus between the circles. Crosses over to get away from Nelson, goes left wing for Yeager. Yeager around to pick, down the lane, little runner in the lane, off the rim, no, and the rebound unable to be controlled by Ransom, just off her fingertips and out of bounds. It'll go back to the Huskies. 3:11 to go until the half. Bulldogs have Hunter Caldwell, Kennedy Hugan, Camden Kraus, Briley Yeager, Addison Ransom on the floor. Elena Jarrett with it for the Huskies, around an Ngoran pick. Now Ngoran gets it back, goes top of the key, and drug the pivot foot. That's a travel. Maya Fuller coming back for Ottumwa, replacing Yeager. Hoover hit back-to-back threes in the first quarter to make it 10-6. Since then, Ottumwa's on a 21-0 run. Kraus, right side to a cutting Fuller. Lost the dribble, diving on the floor to rescue it. We get a held ball. The arrow will keep it with Ottumwa. 2:45 to go until halftime. Fuller gets it in right wing to Ransom. Gives it back to Fuller. Maya trying to drive. Kicks it left wing to Hugan. Hugan curls, bounce underneath to Addison Ransom. Turn around and fouled, and Ransom's going back to the line. I imagine that's going to be on Nelson. It is for the reach in from the side. Alexia Jarrett was the base defender there, but it was Nelson's reach in from the side. Second one on Serenity Nelson. 2:34 left until halftime. Ransom back to the line. Her first one this time, off the rim, no. Addison, 10 or 11 points, but struggling from the line tonight. Just 1 for 6. Her second free throw off the rim, no, and the rebound to Alexia Jarrett. Caldwell ties her up. The arrow will give it to Hoover, though. Kira Smith back in for the Huskies, replacing Ngoran. 2:31 to go until halftime. Elena Jarrett will bring it across the timeline for Hoover. Guarded by Hugan. Dribbles to the free throw line. Her pass deflected, and Caldwell fighting for the loose ball. On the floor, tie it up. Arrow favors Ottumwa. Chloe Bradley back in for OHS, replacing Ransom. 2:18 on the clock. 25-point lead for Ottumwa. Don't know if we can get to a 35-point lead by halftime, but we're getting towards there. Fuller will try a three. It's no good. Rebound to Elena Jarrett. Huskies want to run. Jarrett slowed up by Hugan, right side of the lane. Picked up her dribble, throws it back. Nelson able to save it from an over and back, but she throws it to Caldwell. Caldwell thought she got fouled, gets it to Bradley. Bradley back to Caldwell. Hunter tries a three. Count it! Caldwell will pass up on the foul. She'll take the three-pointer. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. 34-6, Bulldogs. Jarrett between the circles. Drives in the lane. Pass out is deflected. Fuller's got the steal. Looks up ahead. Kraus has to turn around. Can't catch it cleanly. Rescues it. Gets it to Bradley left wing. Up top for Hugen, who almost wasn't able to catch it. Hugen goes right side for Fuller. Fuller open for a three. Count it! Maya Fuller with a three-pointer, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. All of a sudden, Ottumwa started to hit threes like they did last week at East when they hit 12. 37-6. Now Nelson driving, throws it wildly off the glass, no good. Rebound to Fuller. Fuller into the front court. Got away from Nelson, lobs it to Kraus left side. Long two-point jumper on the way, no good. Bradley the rebound, the putback, no. Caldwell the rebound with Uganwa on her back. The layup will count in the foul. Hunter Caldwell with a chance for a three-point play. Wanyai gets her third. Cammie Paul's back in, replacing Camden Kraus. For Hoover, they'll bring back Jessica Kine to replace Ugwanyai. 55.4 seconds to go until halftime. Caldwell's free throw, back iron, no. Bradley the rebound, put back, no. Caldwell fighting for that rebound, rescues it. And her jumper from the side of the lane, good. 41-6. I spoke too soon. Ottumwa did get it to a 35-point margin by halftime. As soon as I said I didn't know if we'd get 10 more points, they've gone on another 10-0 run. Nelson, her pass deflected. Saved by Pauls, got it to Fuller. Fuller, stripped by Nelson. Nelson back against Fuller, draws the contact. Serenity Nelson will shoot two. 30.5 seconds to go until halftime. Second foul on Maya Fuller, team foul number 5 on Ottumwa. The Bulldogs have scored 10 points in a row since I said I didn't think we could get 10 more by halftime. They've scored 31 in a row since it was 10-6. Nelson, a 39% free throw shooter. She does hit the first one to end the Bulldog run and keep Hoover from having a scoreless quarter. 31-7. Veda Monahan back into the Bulldog lineup, replacing Fuller. One more free throw here for Nelson. She got them both. She's got all 8 Hoover points, 41-8. And for some reason, Jordan Royster thought she was going to throw an inbounds pass for Hoover after Hoover made free throws. Now Ottumwa inbounds a long pass up ahead to Bradley. Nearly an over and back. Ottumwa might have gotten away with one there. Now Nelson deflects a pass out of bounds. Bulldogs with reserves in to end the half here. Pauls, Hugen, Bradley, Monahan, and Caldwell. To be fair, Hugen started a lot of games this year. Kennedy to the right side. Feeds it to Caldwell in the lane. One dribble, put it up, draws the foul. She'll shoot two, and Jordan Royster just got her 4th foul. Not sure why Hoover put her back in with 3, but now she's got 4. Caldwell at the line, 0 for 1 on the night, 59% on the season. 2 more free throws brought to you by Allstate Insurance and David Wildbrunner, your local Allstate Insurance agent. First free throw, back iron, and it drops through. 8 points for Caldwell, all of them coming in the last couple of minutes here. Alexia Jarrett back in for the Huskies, replacing Royster. Second free throw, rattles out, but back in. 9 for Caldwell, 43-8, pardon me. 13 seconds left in the half. Hoover, will they hold for one here? Under 10 to go. Lob is nearly thrown away. Jarrett rescues it, goes left wing. Elena Jarrett, 4 seconds. Back to Nelson, 3 on the way. Off the rim, no. Rebound by Caldwell at the buzzer. And Ottumwa will take a 35-point lead into the locker room. The Bulldogs ahead 43-8. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and begin the Benchwarmers halftime show on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Godfrey's Ale House is Ottumwa's premier sports bar and restaurant with something for everyone. Whether you're wanting to have dinner with the family or meet up with friends to have some drinks while watching the game on the TVs, Godfrey's is the place to be. You can even kick back and unwind on their patio with a few drinks after a day at work. Godfrey's stands out for their inviting atmosphere, delicious food, and friendly service. Experience it for yourself at Godfrey's Ale House across from North Hy-Vee in Ottumwa.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
There are heroes among us, courageous men and women who bravely answer the call to put our safety above their own. As a proud American company and a leading supplier of vehicles to the U.S. military, it's our privilege to say thanks for your service with Polaris Heroes Advantage, an exclusive appreciation program for America's active military, veterans, and first responders.
Stop into Slayton Polaris, located 8 miles south and west of Pulaski.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Schroeder Graphics and Signs, LLC, across the road from RJ Performance, is your go-to headquarters for all things custom designed, including vehicle wraps, printing, signs, billboards, and state-of-the-art commercial lighted signs. They also do window designs, semis, and VIN DOTs, wall designs, any size of coolers, customized bag boards, custom trailers, tumblers, race cars, go-karts, off-road vehicles, and more. Realtors, contact them for your custom yard signs, too. Visit sgsignsllc.com and like them on Facebook. Schroeder Graphics, be a brand above.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Okay, and now our 5th and 6th grade division teams.
We are at halftime. Welcome into the Benchwarmers halftime show. Benchwarmers on Romer Avenue in Ottumwa. Enjoy their delicious soup and salad bar with hot food items, or try the daily lunch special. Don't forget their famous wings with over 20 sauces available. It's all Ottumwa at the half in our girls' game. They lead Des Moines Hoover 43-8. It's a 35-point advantage, which means we'll start the second half with a running clock, and we won't go back to regular timing rules unless Hoover cuts the Ottumwa lead down under 25 points. Scoring in the first half, Camden Krause and Addison Ransom, 11 points each to lead the Bulldogs. Hunter Caldwell, a late surge in the second quarter. She has 9 points. 5 points for Nellie Morgan. 3 for Maya Fuller. 2 points for Chloe Bradley and 2 points for Briley Yeager. For Des Moines Hoover, only one player has scored. Serenity Nelson has all 8 points for the Huskies. She hit 2 3-pointers back-to-back in the first quarter. That made it a 10-6 game. And then Ottumwa went on a 31-0 run before Nelson would hit a pair of late free throws to finally break that drought, only for Ottumwa to add 2 more points before the end of the half to restore that 35-point lead, 43-8. Free throw shooting, Ottumwa would like to be better. They're 11 for 23. They've been to the line a ton already. In fact, let's count it up here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 fouls called on Hoover in the first half, leading to 23 Ottumwa free throws. They only made 11. Chloe Bradley hit both of hers. Nellie Morgan was 3 of 4. Hunter Caldwell was 2 of 3. Addison Ransom would like to be better in the second half from the free throw line. Don't know how many opportunities she'll get. I would expect that certainly in the fourth quarter tonight it's going to be all reserves. Camden Krause was 3 for 6 from the line. So the Bulldogs still working through free throw issues. Some players have gotten a lot better. Some players still with some work to do, but hopefully overall the trend will be positive. Ottumwa did hit 11 in the first half, and it's one of the reasons they've got a 35-point lead. Bulldog basketball brought to you by William Penn University's Iowa Pride Scholarship, geared towards high school seniors. Learn how you can pay $5,000 or less per year. Visit wmpenn.edu/Iowa Pride to find out more. And by Family First Chiropractic on West 2nd Street in Ottumwa, delivering an elevated level of holistic care for the entire family, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure their clients receive the best results as fast as possible. That'll do it for the Benchwarmers halftime show. Ottumwa comfortably ahead of Hoover in our girls game 43-8. We'll take 3 minutes, come back and get you ready for the second half on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Performance Pipe in Bloomfield is hiring. They have 3 classifications open for hire: molding operators, molding setup, and a maintenance position. Performance Pipe offers a competitive benefit package including medical, life insurance, pension plan, 401k, paid vacation, and holidays. Applicants must be 18 years or older, have a high school diploma or GED, and a valid driver's license. To apply, go to cpchem.com. Click Careers, type in Bloomfield to see the details of each job and apply for the one that best suits you. Or Google Performance Pipe in Bloomfield and ask for D. Chevron Phillips Chemical Company is an equal opportunity affirmative action employer.
At Family First Chiropractic, it is our goal to get you and your family as healthy as possible and keep you healthy for the rest of your life. We deliver an elevated level of care for the entire family. We approach healthcare from a holistic view, incorporating multiple chiropractic techniques and physical therapy to ensure that our patients achieve the best results as fast as possible. We believe you deserve the best. A little preventative care now will eliminate pain management in later years. We want our kids to grow and live an active, healthy lifestyle. Get your family checked at Family First Chiropractic.
In Searcy, Arkansas, a young man says I love you for the first time, but his girlfriend doesn't quite hear. In Franklin, Tennessee, a boy encounters his first pickle. And in Kyle, Texas, after a mission for tots, cousins realize they're a long way from Kyle, Texas. One day, many people, millions of orders. This is Howie Sonic.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent: our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Getting ready for the start of the second half. Your Ottumwa girls comfortably ahead of Des Moines Hoover 43-8, 35-point lead. So assuming they're paying attention down below me at the scores table, we will have running clock here to start the second half. Our third quarter brought to you by Canteen Lunch in the Alley, serving the best loose meat sandwiches and homemade pies in Ottumwa. At least we hope to start the third quarter here. Hoover is not back to their bench yet. Annie, if you'd turn the camera over to the Hoover bench, we'll show the folks watching on the live video stream that Hoover's not back yet. And there's 10 seconds left on the halftime clock. Oh, here they come. Annie, here they come out of the locker. It's always kind of funny that they've got to come out of that door and come all the way across to get to their bench. That's not all that uncommon for a team to be laid out of the locker room. I remember back in my brief high school career, we were at Newton, and no one told us that there were 3 minutes left, and so we found out maybe a minute left that we had to get back, so we all went running out of the locker room, and my coach goes running by the scorer's table. He yells, "Starters! We're playing starters!" just to tell him who was back in the game. So it happens from time to time. Hoover ball to start the third quarter. Andrea Ngoran trying to get it inbound. Throws it into the backcourt for Serenity Nelson. Bulldogs stay in the man-to-man. Nelson, pull up, step back three. Off the rim, no, and a rebounding foul as Nellie Morgan was trying to grab that rebound, got bumped. Another foul on Hoover. And that was on Victoria Uguanya, and that should be her fourth. It is, so that is the second Hoover player to get to 4 fouls. Jordan Royster, the other one, she's not on, or she's on the bench right now, I should say. Camden Krause over to the right side, finds Briley Yeager, had it knocked away, got it back. Dribbles down to the baseline, kicks it to the other side for Krause up top. Fuller for a three. Front rim no good. Long rebound out to Ngoran. Poked out of her hands by Fuller, but out of bounds. Quick substitution for the Huskies here as Elena Jarrett returns, replacing Uguanyai, who sits with the 4 fouls. Across the timeline again is Nelson. To the high post for Eleanor Eckwall. Drives left side. Kicks it back up top to Jarrett. Jarrett dribbles to the right elbow, puts up a jumper, off the rim, no good. Rebound, though, and a putback is there by the sophomore, Jessica Kine. That's her first career bucket, 43-10. Fuller trying to answer the three on the other end, online but short. Rebound to Morgan, up and under, missed the layup, got the rebound, saved it back up top to Krause. Right side to Fuller. Boy, got a two-hand shove from Ngoran, no call, and now they get a lesser bump by Ngoran as Krause came back the other way. Fuller tried to drive into the lane, and Ngoran put both hands on her and shoved. They didn't call that, but then they got a blocking foul coming back. So either way, second foul on Andrea Ngoran. Inbound is stolen by Kine, and here comes Hoover. Just Kine up the right side all the way in. Split defenders, but left the layup short, and the rebound to Ransom. Ransom up ahead to Krause. Camden in the front court, gets around a yelling Ngoran, goes to the corner for Fuller. Try to go back underneath on the give and go. The steal by Nelson, up ahead to Ngoran. Layup, no good. Rebound tipped to Morgan. Krause back the other way. This game at a frantic pace right now. Ball goes left side. Yeager a bobble and a catch. Riley brings it up top, gets it to Morgan. Morgan under heavy pressure from Kine, a lot of contact. Ball goes left side to Fuller, and as she tried to pass it underneath, she's fouled by Nelson, and a technical foul is called. Is this both on Nelson? So Serenity Nelson gets her third personal and then a technical foul for her fourth personal. And that'll send Nellie Morgan to the line to shoot the technical free throws. Morgan's first one here rattles out. One more free throw here for the freshman. Puts it up, and that one rattles out. So Ottumwa still hasn't scored in the quarter, not able to take advantage of the two technicals. It'll be a Ottumwa ball at midcourt. Nelson checks out, now playing with 4 fouls. Hoover brought in Takira Smith. Krause bounces it right side for Fuller. Maya brings it back up top, gets it to Ransom. Ransom underneath to a cutting Yeager, who couldn't catch the pass. Out of bounds. Boy, that was a backdoor cut for an easy layup, and Ottumwa just couldn't secure the ball. Running clock, under 5 minutes to go in the third. Bulldogs up 43-10. Jarrett top of the key. Knocked out of her hand, stolen by Krause. Krause racing ahead, and Ngoran trying to catch up. Layup left side, left it short. Rebound, tap to the corner. Krause rescues it, goes back underneath for Ransom. Layup good. Addison Ransom has 13, 45-10. Jarrett back into the front court. Pass deflected. Smith recovers it. She drives right side. Shot blocked by Ransom, out of bounds.
Block shot by Ransom.
4:20 and counting third quarter, as it'll be Elena Jarrett to throw the inbounds pass. Throws it right side, past Kine, who rescues it up against the far sideline. Under pressure from Morgan, and a timeout Hoover. They need to stop the clock for the timeout. They do. 4:04. We're back in 30 seconds on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Hoover inbounding after the timeout, but stolen by Yeager, and then Yeager called for a travel. She got bumped a couple of times there by Hoover players going by. So Bradley got the steal, but the whistle gives it right back to the Huskies. And Gorin trying to get it in again, and this time a lob through the hands of Jarrett in the backcourt, runs it down. Yeager still pressuring. That was close to a carry on that crossover dribble. Elena Jarrett into the front court, around a pick. Picked up her dribble, throw it up top for Engorin. Takes it left side, finds Smith. Smith curls into the lane, kicks it through the legs of Kine, who rescues it on the far side. Her pass thrown away to Fuller. A long pass up ahead, got it to Kraus. Camden all the way down right side, blocked out of bounds. So a nice block by Elena Jarrett. Each team with only 2 points in this quarter, and with the running clock, there's only 3:10 to go. As Kraus looks to get it in, finds Fuller on the right wing. Picked up her dribble, goes underneath for Ransom. Turnaround in the lane, off the glass and good. Addison Ransom feasting inside again. She's got 15, 47-10 Bulldogs. Jarrett into the front court. Dribbles to the right side, doesn't use the pick, now she does. Bulldogs switch, pass goes to Kine. Back to Jarrett, forces up a quick three, left it short, rebound on the floor. Yeager knocked down. Yeager got run over grabbing that loose ball, and they call a travel. Now maybe they said it was her own teammate that ran into her, but I don't know. Hunter Caldwell in for Ottumwa. Kind to throw the inbounds pass. A lob knocked away, stolen by Kraus. Camden down the left side, kicks it right side. Kennedy Hugan down to the baseline. Into the lane for Ransom, put it up. Shot blocked by Eckwall, goes out of bounds. Bulldogs up 47-10. Kraus looking to get it in. Throws it left wing. Hugan wide open for a three. Too strong. Weak side rebound. Ransom rescues it. Double teamed. Gets it. Tried to get it to Fuller. Knocked out of bounds in the corner by Smith. It'll be Kraus to throw the inbounds pass. You got Caldwell wide open on the block there, and they get it to her, and the layup good. They forgot about Hunter Caldwell. She cuts in and lays it in off the assist from Kraus. She's got 11 points, 49-10. So now 3 Bulldogs in double figures. Jarrett lob into the high post, and Ransom called for a foul. She tried to knock it away. Only the first one on Addison, first one of the half on the Bulldogs. Chloe Bradley and Veda Monahan back in for OHS, replacing Fuller and Ransom. It'll be Jessica Kine to throw the inbounds pass. Got it in, bobbled by Eckwall, but recovered it. And Gorn was drifting into the backcourt, and Eckwall's like, I'm not going to throw you that ball. And now stripped from her and stolen. Hugan's trapped by 3 defenders. Got it up ahead to Kraus, and now it's a 2-on-none up ahead to Caldwell. Layup good. 13 for Hunter Caldwell, 51-10. Jarrett across the timeline. Crosses over top of the key, guarded by Hugan. Pulls up for a 3. Left it short. Rebound deflected to Kraus. Under 30 seconds to go. Ottumwa's got a 3-on-1 if they hurry. Long pass to the right side for Hugan. Back up top for Monahan, and she's bumped by Engorin. Third foul on Andre Engorin. 5th foul of the half on the Huskies. Ottumwa's got about 10 seconds to get it in. Running clock again. Got it into Kraus with 8. Kraus driving in the lane, fed it underneath the Caldwell, layup good. Perfectly run. The quarter runs out, 53-10. We're back in a minute on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
It's more than an education. It's more than a degree. William Penn University is alive with opportunity. Opportunity in a diverse student body. Opportunity in a staff that works with your budget. Opportunity in over 30 programs of study. Opportunity in a classroom where your voice is heard. Find your future and the opportunities waiting for you. Start your planning today at wmpenn.edu and see why William Penn University is alive with opportunity.
Are you looking for someone to capture the special moments in life, such as senior photos, weddings, family portraits, baby pictures, or even your furry friends? Look no further than Lee's Photography in Ottumwa to schedule your appointment. Brian, Connie, and the staff at Lee's Photography have the knowledge and experience to capture your special moments and make your vision come to life. Visit them on Facebook to see the range of their work. Lee's Photography on East 2nd Street, across from the Courier in Ottumwa, for all your all-around photography needs.
You're watching Bulldog Basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Start of the fourth quarter brought to you by Canteen Lunch in the Alley, serving the best loose meat sandwiches and homemade pies in Ottumwa. All Bulldogs in our girls' game tonight. Ottumwa 53, Hoover 10. Camden Kraus, Veda Monahan, Kennedy Hugan, Chloe Bradley, Hunter Caldwell on the floor for Ottumwa. We've probably seen the last of Nellie Morgan and Addison Ransom tonight, and Maya Fuller. And we'll probably see more of the bench as we go on. Kraus up top. Bounces it right side for Hugan. Down to the right corner, Monahan thought about a three, now goes underneath for Caldwell, double teamed, kicks it out to Hugan. Kennedy tries a three, in and out, no good. Rebound tipped out to Jessica Kine, who wants to push tempo into the front court. Pardon me, throws it right side for Serenity Nelson. Nelson fouled on the drive, pardon me, on the drive by Monahan.
Foul number 2, Veda Monahan.
Got a frog in my throat there, pardon me. First one on Veda, team foul number 2. Inbounds pass deflected and stolen by Monahan, so she makes up for it. Kraus into the front court, all the way into the lane, off the glass and good. Nobody stopped ball, so Camden went coast to coast. She's got 13, 55-10 Ottumwa. Nelson back the other way as, well, we're going to have a hockey line shift here. 5 players coming in for Ottumwa. As Elena Jarrett's shot no good. Weak side rebound to Andrea and Gorin, though. Hoover maintains possession. Up top, Alexia Jarrett. Now between the circles to Nelson. Nelson drives right, got in the lane. Her floater off the glass, in and out, no good. Tough break for her there. Rebound to Bradley. Her pass through the hands of Kraus, but she rescues it. Camden into the front court as Hoover sets up its zone. Ball goes right corner. Monahan wide open for a three. Count it! Veda Monahan with a three-pointer, brought to you by Shelter Insurance and Marvin Boyer, your local agent in Ottumwa. Should be 58-10. Scoreboard says 57, but that was a three. Nelson trying to drive, and she's fouled with 6:18 to go.
Foul number 2, Monahan.
58-10 the score. Veda Monahan gets her second foul, team foul number 3. Nelson at the line, 2 for 2 on the night, only 39% on the season. I was wrong about Morgan, Ransom, and Fuller. They're about to come back into the game. As Nelson knocks the free throw down, she's got 9 points. So Nellie Morgan, Addison Ransom, Briley Yeager, Maya Fuller, and Cammie Paul's in for Ottumwa. That means Kraus, Caldwell, Monahan, Bradley, and Hugan all sit. We may have seen the last of Kraus tonight. 5:57 to go. Second free throw, good. Double figures for Nelson. She's got 10 points. She had 22 in the first meeting, but she's had almost literally no help. It's 58-12 Ottumwa. Ball goes right side for Fuller. Drives in, pull-up elbow jumper, missed it. Yeager, though, saves it to Morgan, and Morgan's fouled on the putback. She'll shoot 2, and if that was Nelson, she's fouled out. No, not Nelson. I believe they got Alexia Jarrett for that one. her second. Team foul number 6. Morgan at the line. First one good. And it's a little redemption after she missed 2 in the third quarter. Now 4 for 7 from the line tonight. She's got 6 points. Second free throw, got them both. She's got 7. 59-12. Ottumwa won the first, 60-12, pardon me. Ottumwa won the first matchup 59-32. Nelson lob into the high post for Jarrett. A give and go back to Nelson. Throw it out to the wing, Elena Jarrett. Nearly lost it. Throw it right side for Ngoran. She drives around Pauls to the baseline, but lost the dribble out of bounds. It'll go back to Ottumwa as we roll under 5:20 to go. Subs for Ottumwa here. Chloe Bradley back in. Sydney Rockhold in for the first time, and Veda Monahan back in. Rockhold, the 5'4" sophomore. So that'll be the night for Yeager, Ransom, and Fuller. And Rockhold into the front court. Picked up her dribble, throw it left side for Monahan. Veda poked out of her hands by Ngoran, out of bounds on the far side. It stays with OHS under 5 to go. Ottumwa well on its way to its 4th win in a row, 6th of the season. Inbound to Pauls. Throw it right side, Rockhold. Down to the corner, Monahan kind of stepped into the 3, missed it, but drew the foul. Had a double clutch on that. But then Elena Jarrett, trying to close out, committed her 3rd foul. And Veda Monahan will shoot 3 free throws. She's 2 of 2 from the line on the season. Hasn't had many chances. 4:37 to go. First one on the way, off the back iron, no good. Still shooting 2 more. Monahan, the 5'8" sophomore. Second free throw, missed that one. Only her 4th game of the season. She had some important minutes in the win at Burlington with some of her teammates dealing with illness that night. Third free throw, got that one to go. So Veda's got 4 points, 61-12. Hoover inbounding. Bulldogs going to go deeper into the bench here in a moment. Left side is Elena Jarrett. Gets it up top for Nelson. Right side for Ngoran, trying to drive baseline, cut off. Kicks it out to Nelson. Nelson took a hand to the face there, and they call it travel. And boy, I don't know, that probably should have been a foul on Ottumwa. Gracie Webker coming in, the 5'7" junior. Olivia Clark, the 5'6" junior. We've got a player wearing 22 who I don't have on the roster. Right side, Olivia Clark will launch a 3. Count it. Clark had been 0 for 7 from 3-point range. Those were all against Hoover in the first meeting, but she knocks that one down. And it is 64-12. High post Alexia Jarrett. Try to go on the pick and roll to Nelson. Ball loose on the floor. It's tied up. Arrow favors Hoover. (64-12). Inbound left side for Ngoran. Up top to Nelson. Launched a very quick 3. Missed it out of bounds. And I think Nelson just asked out of the game. Again, she took an accidental finger to the eye a little earlier. She's still rubbing that left eye, and so she'll take a seat. She's played hard tonight. She's got 10 points, just hasn't had any help. Rockhold into the front court. Throw it left side for Clark. Clark to the corner from Monahan on the left. Under some pressure there, brings it all the way back up top and finds Rockhold. Sydney driving right side, cut off. Her pass up top into the hands of Kine, a tie-up as Monahan got her hands in the air. The arrow will keep it with Ottumwa, 2:35 and counting, 4th quarter. Bulldogs in double figures in every quarter, even with the running clock in the second half. Monahan lobs it, intended for Webker on the block. Ball volleyballed around, and it's grabbed by Ngoran, and then Webker committed a foul trying to take it back. First foul on Gracie Webker. Team foul number 4 on Ottumwa. So Elena Jarrett into the front court. Hoover has managed to avoid having anyone foul out in this half. Jarrett just launches a quick three. Back iron, no. Rebound contested and won by Monahan. Rockhold into the front court. Gives it to Monahan left wing. Handed down to the corner. Goes underneath, knocked away from Webker and out of bounds. Kine another hand in the passing lane. Jordan Royster back in for Hoover, replacing Alexia Jarrett. Royster got 4 fouls in the first half. She hasn't played much in the second half. Guanyai also has 4. And Nelson has 4. The inbounds tied up. Quick whistle on that jump ball, and the arrow gives it back to Hoover. Only a minute 17 to go. 64-12 the score. Across the timeline, Elena Jarrett. Between the circles. Goes around a pick left side. That should have been an illegal screen on Smith. Kick it out to Royster. Back in the corner. Jarrett tries another 3. Back iron, no. Long rebound out. Rockhold wins the race to it. Dribbles down and gets bumped by Kine on the floor. Jessica Kine, that's only her first foul, but it's team foul number 8. So it's almost shooting free throws here. They got to stop the clock. They do with 45 and a half to go. Sydney Rockhold to the line, 3 of 6 on the season. So look down to the side here as Rockhold lines up the first. Well, I'll tell you about it in a moment. Free throw up and good. Rockhold earns the bonus. So Bulldog Athletic Director Scott Moss talking to Hoover's AD. Had a chance to talk to him when we were up at Hoover. He's a real good guy. It was really helpful when we made that trip to Hoover in December. 65-12, one more free throw for Rockhold. It's up and good. 2 free throws brought to you by Allstate Insurance and David Wildrunner, your local Allstate Insurance agent. 66-12. Elena Jarrett over to the right side, around to pick. Down to the baseline, puts up a floater, too strong. Weak side rebound to Kira Smith. Gets it on the wing to Engoran. Engoran shuffled the feet and traveled on the drive. This might be the final possession here with the running clock. Under 20 seconds. Rockhold into the front court. Let's see if they run something here. Sydney over to the left side. Bounce underneath to a wide open Webker who lays it in. Gracie Webker, her first bucket of the season. 68-12, 5 seconds. I don't think Elena Jarrett knows it. 3 seconds. Looks up at the clock. Throws one at the rim at the buzzer. No good. And the final score is Ottumwa 68 and Des Moines Hoover 12. We'll take 3 minutes, come back, and get you some happy totals on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
Cole Palace Cafe and Books invites you to stop in and try their real, not fast, fresh, never frozen, made in-house menu, which is sure to satisfy. Start your day with their fresh brewed coffee or one of their specialty drinks and a delicious breakfast. Stop in for a cup of one of their homemade soups, a sandwich, or salad for lunch. Don't forget dessert. At Cole Palace Cafe and Books, your purchases help our neighbors with disabilities learn valuable job skills. Check out their gently used books while you wait. That's Cole Palace Cafe and Books at 226 West Main Street, Ottumwa.
It's time to choose the credit union with a new perspective. At Meridian Credit Union, we don't just see member profiles. We see people. People with goals. People who want to save more. People that we can help. That's why we offer financial services convenient to you. Great loan rates, online banking with bill pay, mobile banking, and credit cards. Join the many satisfied Meridian members today. See how our perspective can help you.
Meridian Credit Union, where it feels like home.
Hi, this is Vince Tyson, General Manager with Citizens Mutual in Bloomfield, the area's premier broadband provider. Wapello County, we have heard your screams of frustration. You need reliable internet, and we are proud to expand high-speed fiber internet into Wapello County. Express your interest today by going to findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. Again, that's findmyfiber.mycmtech.com. We look forward to hearing from you and bringing you the very best internet service at Citizens Mutual, coming soon to Wapello County.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dwayne Petrito, your orthodontist in Ottumwa and Oskaloosa. Many of our patients are playing in this game, and we want you to know we are happy to see you representing your school and playing hard. If you haven't been in to see us yet, please call our office for an appointment. Your first appointment is always free. From start to finish, we are here for you every step of the way. We specialize in giving you a great smile and bite. We look forward to seeing you soon. Our team is cheering for you in today's game.
Seasons change. Our priorities change. Your financial needs change. But there's one thing that remains consistent. Our dedication to making your financial life easier together. So let's get to know each other, because together is better.
You're watching Bulldog basketball on the Ottumwa Radio Group Sports Network.
Ottumwa High basketball on KBIZ and on the live video stream. All Bulldogs in our girls game tonight as Ottumwa knocks off Des Moines Hoover by a final of 68-12. 3 Bulldogs in double figures tonight. Hunter Caldwell had 15. Addison Ransom had 15. Camden Krause had 13 for OHS. Nellie Morgan had 7. Veda Monahan had 4. Olivia Clark with 3. Maya Fuller with 3. Sydney Rockhold with 2, Chloe Bradley with 2, Briley Yeager with 2, Gracie Webker with 2. 11 different Bulldogs scored in the game. Only 2 Huskies scored. Serenity Nelson had 10 points for Hoover, and Jessica Kine had 2 points. Free throws in the game, Ottumwa right at 50%, 16 of 32. Hoover made all 4 of its free throws. Those were all by Nelson. Hoover drops to 0-14. They're 0-6 in the Metro. Ottumwa improves to 6-8. They're 4-2 in the Metro. They solidify third place for now. And the Bulldogs have won 4 in a row, and they hope for number 5 when they travel to Washington on Monday night. Bulldogs win it 68-12, and we will be joined now by Ottumwa High head coach Joe Vandenberg, whose team got on a roll early and just didn't quit. Coach, obviously a bigger margin than the first time around. 11 different players scored. I'm not even sure where to begin, but I think we'll start with this. Nelson comes down in that first quarter, hits back-to-back threes, cuts it to 10-6. Your team goes on a 31-0 run. Talk about what happened on there to really kind of get your team focused.
Well, Tasia Young didn't come down tonight. I don't know what's going on there. She didn't play. So we knew that their scoring options were probably a little bit more limited. And so we put Maya on Serenity. And, she hit 2 threes, 1 in transition that we kind of lost her on. Then, we just told him, hey, she's done scoring. I don't know what she ended up with, but that's not important. The important part is we got focused and we went on a run, and it was fun.
You hit some threes, you hit some free throws, you forced a lot of turnovers tonight. You backed off the pressure once you got to a big lead. But talk about how your kids defended. There were at least 3 different times in that first half where Hoover thought they had a breakaway bucket, and you had a girl hustle all the way back down. Different girl every time. Seemed like everybody was really focused and locked in on that end tonight.
Yeah, we've been really, really hounding our girls on just effort, right? And some of the little things that we know, like we talk about, is getting on the floor. I don't care if it's a loose ball, if it's a jump ball, get on the floor, get after it. Sprint back on defense, because we might force a miss, but then we give up an offensive rebound for a putback. But if we got a girl there, that takes a body on a body at least. And so I thought our effort and transition on defense was good tonight. It was fun. We played well.
I have to admit, when it was 31-6, and there were about 2 minutes and change to go in the first half, I said, well, if we get, add 10 more to the lead, we start the running clock. I don't know if we can get there by halftime. Then Hunter Caldwell scores 9 points in the final 2 minutes, and you're up 35 at the half, and proving me wrong. Not the first time, I'm sure. But talk about Hunter's game. She just suddenly exploded there, and she was locked in.
Yeah, Hunter's had a really good last 2 games. I think she had 9 and 6 at Marshalltown. She had 15 tonight?
15.
Something like that. She's really embraced her role, and we've talked to her a lot about that. Listen, your role is to come in and defend. Okay, get those offensive rebounds and putbacks, and then she hits a 3 in transition, man. She's a good player. She's long, she's lanky. She's a tough matchup, because if you put a big on her, she can drive by him, I think. And if you put a small on her, she can post him up and finish inside. So she's had a really good last 2 games. A couple weeks of practice has been good for her, and she's really embraced her role this year.
You got a tough week coming up. You go to Washington on Monday night. They've struggled this year. That's certainly a winnable game, but it is a Monday night on the road, and it's the start of a 3-game week where then you've got to play Waukee and North, so the easier stretch ends after Monday and the gauntlet begins. But talk about this 4-game winning streak, and how has this prepared your team, do you think, for the tougher games that are coming up?
Well, if you just go back and look from where we were right before Christmas to where we are now, we're playing so much better basketball. And I know that sometimes our opponents maybe aren't at the same caliber as we always compare teams to. But just our confidence, we're playing in transition, we're executing plays, we're knocking down shots. We've been a pretty good rebounding team all year, and so I think we've done a pretty good job at that. Just our confidence, like I said, we look like a whole different team. You take it back to that first game you broadcasted down at Fort Madison to tonight. I mean, you've seen a lot of kids grow up really fast.
Well, that's what we said had happened at the beginning of the year was going to be all about growth, but along the way you've won 4 in a row. You're 6-8, chance to get to 7-8 on Monday, and whatever happens in the gauntlet after that, you've put some wins on the board and given yourself a chance for a more favorable regional pairing when those come out in a couple of weeks. So by any standard, I think you've had a successful season.
Absolutely. I appreciate it, Jason. Thank you. Go Dogs.
Yep, we'll see you Monday. Bulldog head coach Joe Vandenberg, his team wins it tonight 68-12. We'll take a 3-minute timeout, come back, and get you ready for the boys game on the Ottumwa Radio Sports Network.
The secret is out. You're invited to see the all-new scoring system at Champion Bowl.
The first bowling alley in Iowa to have the new Bowler Entertainment System.
Animated and themed scoring grids and backgrounds.
It keeps score for a variety of game types.
There's classic bowling, of course, as well as Build the Monster, Bowling Hood, Battle of the Lanes, and more.
You can also video chat with any of the staff right from your bowling station.
Come experience the brand new Champion Bowl in Ottumwa,
where bowling is now awesome.
At Line X of Ottumwa, we know your truck is much more